I'm noticing that this series doesn't get many views, but honestly, I don't really care. I'm gonna do it until I get finished. Should be like 2 or 3 more episodes after this thing. Anyways, last time Kaito's team lost because they're bad, because they're another name. But anyways, so I'd say the safe people are Peko and Kaito. So now it's either Gomaru, Monodam, or Fuyuhiko to be safe, and the other two will leave the team, and then the cherries will pick. I mean, the grapes will pick one to join their team. And I think in the end, the last one safe is Monodam, meaning that Nekomaru and Fuyuhiko leave the team. So now the grapes will choose one of them to join their team. Honestly, I have a feeling, considering how the two of them act, I think it's kind of obvious that the grapes will pick Nekomaru to join their team, as Fuyuhiko's just kind of been nothing but an asshole this whole game. And now, since he's eliminated, Peko is now playing a solo game. Um, And now Kaito's team is very small. That sounds kind of familiar, but anyways, so now it's time to do Lofty, or the balloon challenge. But why is it called Lofty? I never understood that. Maybe there's something there I'm not understanding because I'm stupid. Well, to start this off, yeah, honestly, I feel like that would happen. He would just fall off like the tennis ball did. That seems like a very monodom thing to do. Anyways, so now let's see who loses. I have a feeling that first would probably be these two and also Nagisa. Probably either it's not tight enough or they just like fall off or something like that. Also, I'd say these two would probably be too heavy and just weigh it down. So now it's down to Taka for the squashy grapes heaps, and then these guys are at 2. Well, the cherries are seemingly in the lead. Um, I'd say next would be these guys. Oh, not. And then I'd say Kaito falls. So in the end though, I have a feeling that the grapes lose the challenge. But now to decide who wins, and I think in the end, Peko ends up winning for the names, meaning that the grapes are up for elimination, and the names will be getting a new member. I guess it was a short-lived victory for the squashy grapes as they're losing again. And they will be down to 2 members. Anyways, so Chihiro has a win token, but I don't think he'd use it, considering he's usually the first one safe. And I think that would happen again, as Chihiro has been the first one safe for a while, and I don't think that's really changing. So, anyways, either Taka, Nagisa, or Nekomaru will be safe, and then the other will join the names. And I think the last one safe is Taka. Then Nagisa and Nekomaru are subjugated to either join the names or be eliminated. All right. So now, last 2 times it was a pretty unanimous decision, but I have a feeling it'll be split. I feel like Kaito would vote Nekomaru, and oops, not that. Damn it. Okay, and Monodam would vote Nagisa. So now it's between Peko to now Peko's the deciding vote, and I think in the end she chooses. I think she chooses Nagisa because Nekomaru is a bigger threat to her game, meaning that Nekomaru is eliminated and Nagisa is on the names now. Or he would be if it wasn't for some small thing, is that we're at the final 12, so that also means the teams are officially merged. So now everyone is fighting for themselves. This also means no more win tokens, and any characters that had a win token will be traded for 15 bonus points. However, before we can decide these points, we need to decide who wins the challenge, or this mini challenge, I should say. So this mini challenge is the same as the other one. They just have to climb to the top of the platform and stuff, and depending on how they climbed, then that'll decide how many points they get. I'd say that Kokichi gets to the top first, followed by Peko, Taka, Gundam, Ibuki, Kaito, Rentaro, Chihiro, Nagisa, Gonta, Ryoma, and then Monodam. So, but with that being said, that is their points when it comes down to challenge based. But in a second, I'm gonna add up all their points for, elimination points and like their win tokens and stuff. In three, two, one. So, in the end, I'd say these are the current standings. Peko has the most points, Nagisa has the least. He's just judging by like bottom two and like the safe order and stuff, and like I said, how they did in the challenge. So, you eliminations will be decided by the four people with the lowest scores. So, Rantaro, Ryoma, Monodam, and Nagisa are up for elimination. So, the first ones safe are Rantaro and Monodam, meaning that our bottom two are Ryoma and Nagisa. These are two characters that have been in the bottom two a few times, and I think in the end, the last one safe is Ryoma. I just think that Nagisa's time in the game has come to an end, and people have just kind of. I think a lot of people would probably find him really annoying, but he was in the bottom two a few times, and it was really only saved due to using his win token and stuff, and just being slightly less hated than other people, meaning that Nagisa is finally been eliminated and is the first one out of the merge, leaving us with our final 11. So for this challenge, the contestants will have to find a red ball. Oh, and if they find a red ball, then they're safe. But if they find a maroon ball, they lose 5 points. And you know how this challenge works if you've seen BFDI, which honestly, I'm expecting most of you who have already seen BFDI. And if you haven't, then what the fuck are you doing here? Go watch BFDI, but then come back here. Or at least finish this video. I don't know. But anyways, so I feel like the first person who ends up finding a maroon ball or a red ball, it would be kind of random since this challenge is kind of luck based and not really requiring skill. So I think Gundam probably finds a red ball, followed by Gonta. Then Ibuki finds a maroon ball, so she loses 5 points, followed by Chihiro, who also loses 5 points. And then I'd say Monodam and Rantaro find a red ball, followed by Peko. Then Taka finds a maroon ball, Kokichi finds a maroon ball, and then Kaito finds a red ball, followed by Chihiro, who finds a red ball, and then Ibuki, who finds a red ball. Ryoma finds one, and then I think in the end, Kokichi finds one, and then Taka is the last one to find one. So, with all that, let me tally up their scores. Alright, so after calculating all the scores, it seems that Monodam, Rantaro, Chihiro, and Ryoma are up for elimination this time. However, that's where I'm going to end it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. This is AceGone, signing off!